Alright, I know I should start this because this is prime time, but I've just gotten into a deep clean of my iPad and I'm just trying to clean out the headphone jack right now because I don't know, I just shone my torch into there and it just looked like hell, and now I just have a very weird impulse to clean it. Strangely like earwax, but that's probably not the best image to bring up. But right, I'm just twisting my little tissue paper bud inside of it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. And quite grim. All right. I think that's enough. Let's start. Yeah, no. I'm finding myself, well, I am currently substituting, replacing, filling in for the one episode that I didn't do a week ago. Just it just balances out. It's like I don't know. Is there a law that says something always balances? I don't know, but it's just I must have an average of one talk a week. Otherwise, I don't know, something explodes or something. But as you can see, we're back here. And we are not very far from where we left off because I don't know what happened. Might have to do with something that I downloaded a week ago, or might have to do with just overall, I don't know, incompetence of me not having any motivation to do anything anymore. Or it might just be because this is absolutely the easiest thing to do, and I know I'm going to get it done today, nonetheless, even if I try to or not. So I'm going to get this done without even trying, so why even bother, you know? But yeah, here we are, back in our, animating this. And yeah, today's our due date. We're going to have to finish this and maybe post it to everyone tonight. And God, if I don't finish this tonight, I'm actually going to be quite disappointed. But it's what I put myself up to, alright? And I am going to, well, I can't really because I got work tomorrow, but I'm going to try and keep to my promises. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working away at today. For the most part. And yeah, well, to be honest, I literally just, like, last video I finished it, well, I did this, I finished the video and just, like, continued to do nothing. So that's partially why. Also, I just realized we're not quite up to here yet, but you know what, we'll return back to where we were just in a bit. But first, you know what, we'll just do this, why not? Yeah, so I recorded the last video and then just went off and played other stuff. I've been playing Pixelgun again because of the new update and such. So, you know, bad times once again. Easy times breed weak boys. And so that is our condition right now is weak. So hopefully we create some hard times that'll create good, strong boys. I don't know. Is that how it goes? No, but yeah, that's just what we're having to deal with here. I've also just been playing a bunch of Egg Inc. for no good reason, because you know what I did? This morning I grinded like the new contract. Well, the new elite contract, because I suddenly fell into elite contracts just by really try-harding last week for the soul eggs. Well, I'm going to try hard again this week, but yeah, since today was a double boost day, the entire morning I just sat there and yeah, played Egg Inc. It turns out I didn't even need to, because I thought everyone else was going to be like me when I tried to, like, find co-ops, and they're all going to be, like, struggling and doing really bad and just, like, not really, and needing a lot of help. So I grinded the whole morning. I used a ton of boosts. I just I even maxed out my what are they called again? Habs. I just know their abbreviation. And then I realized that elite contracts were just available to anyone. So basically, me and all the best players are doing the same contracts, so I could just join any co-op and immediately get carried, and so it was completely unnecessary for me to use all those boosts and spend the whole morning on this stupid game. My goodness. But I mean, it doesn't make me look as bad when I have a bit higher contribution rather than just being carried on the back of my teammates. But of course, that's just irrelevant because that's what everyone's gonna do anyway. So I don't know what I did that for. All right, but yeah. Also, spending a ton of YouTube time listening to stuff but not doing anything. Like, I don't know what I've been doing whilst listening to the stuff on YouTube. I've been listening to a bunch of what are they, like interesting horror stories. So like interesting, what are they, tragedies. I've just been listening to tragedies on YouTube. It's been a great time. But yeah, I don't know what I've been doing whilst listening to those things, just playing Pixel Gun. So I haven't even played Pixel that much. Like, I've just been going on and catching the rewards, actually. Speaking of that, I probably should. I don't, why should I? No, this lottery is trash. I literally watched Groot's video on the damage and stuff, and these weapons are awful. I don't know why I would even bother trying to get them, all got. I think I could just get them all casually anyway. God, a few minutes into the video and I've already got a sore throat. Not looking too good, but yeah, so no, definitely get off that. Definitely need to get off that and just not bother that much with it. So yeah, it's still on my phone and my iPad though, so it's just yeah, I should probably get rid of them once again and come back when there's free rewards. So just for fun. What am I even? I haven't got much gold, do I? I don't really have anything that I'm aspiring towards for on Pixel Gun. So there's not even any point of me doing anything on there. So yeah, might as well just quit. It's good time for all. But yeah, speaking of, well, I don't know what I was speaking of and why this relates, but yeah, I was saying that this is prime time to do a talk because my mom's out. You know what she's out doing? Buying me a birthday gift. You know what she's buying me? A phone. I don't know why I asked. Well, I didn't ask for it. She just said, "Do you want a new phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Yeah, sure. And so she's gone to the store to get me a iPhone 11. Brilliant. Yeah. I don't know why I need an iPhone. My iPad is literally on its knees, and I'm asking her for an. I could have just told her I want an iPad, but I said that, and I said I'll just get the iPad myself because I don't know. It's better to invest in stuff yourself or something. I don't know. Well, that was a good idea from me. Also, this is but I thought, you know what? I'm like actually using my phone quite a bit, and maybe it's good for video. Maybe I could actually use it for a bit of recording and stuff. And so I just said, hey, why not? I'll take it. I'll take the iPhone 11. And so I'm looking forward to that. A new toy, something I could fiddle with for a bit before I get inevitably used to it and bored. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. I will enjoy that. I mean, speaking of my birthday, the party's the planning for the party's gone pretty well. The only thing is everyone's availability. There's I'm not even looking at like how many people are coming anymore. I'm like, well, what's that kind of analogy? I'm just saying that it's a bit easier to count the people who are coming than the people who aren't. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I'll count them. Maybe well, what would normally be maybe 12 people right now is only about 5 guaranteed, including me. And a ton of people have just opt out to the party, and I get it. It's not really that conventional of a 18th birthday, and I probably should have made something proper. Well, I probably should just plan something actually feasible if I wanted participation. But the people who are coming, I'm still pretty happy with. I got a good turn in of guests, and so yeah, should still be good fun. I mean, I didn't say this last video, but I was thinking it. Um, I don't know. Mountain biking might be a bit awkward. Like, I don't. It's literally like, it's like riding somewhere, but without the destination, I guess. Like riding for the sake of riding. I don't know if that's gonna be awkward with my friends, because like normally when we're riding, we're always just like going somewhere. Like, oh, we're trying to get here, and so we're riding. It's whatever. We're chatting and stuff. That should be all right. So riding's not really the main focus, I guess. But here is like, oh, we're riding because this style of riding should be fun. And I don't know how that's gonna work out with my friends, because I don't know. Well, one, they can't really mountain bike, so I don't know if the whole thing's just gonna be like me going like, you do it like this, you go over it like this. Don't fall, be careful, guys. I don't know if that's just gonna be like the entire time, and that's gonna be a bit like dumb. I hope that's not it. I hope we just like treat it as a normal bike ride. It's just weird because like we get driven to the place where we're riding. Like normally we'd be riding to the place, but like, I don't know, like, it's something new, so, you know, taking risks. This party might become a horrific event. It might just be a completely terrible idea. But, I'm willing to try it out because, well, I'm just quite excited for it, to be honest. I'm quite excited for it myself. Because, yeah, like, I've always wanted to ride the trails of that park, and I just never found them. Like, I went there, like, 2 or 3 times, and I've never found, like, the second time I went there, I found, like, a single trail, and I was a bit, like, I didn't even know what mountain biking was back then, so I just sort of rode it, and it was fine, whatever. But, yeah, this time I'm gonna actually try to sort of enjoy it, sort of make the most of it. I don't know if I can say the same for my friends, though. I mean, we did try to go on a mountain biking trip off for someone's party or for just something at some point. I don't remember what, though. And that turned out pretty awful because like I was like the only person along with like 2 others that like actually tried. Or we just went to a jump, basically. My friend knew of a place with a jump, with a big jump, and we went there, and like just me and like two of my friends went off it, and that probably nearly died or something. And that was basically it. It wasn't really oh goodness, it wasn't really that insane, that great of a thing. Oh god, this is just awful. This is an awful airbrushing experience. Yeah, I'm just relying on airbrushes for this gradient stuff now, because I am not really that bothered with having to make all the stuff smudge and stuff. That just sounds like a pain. And I mean, it's working pretty well. I mean, it's pretty true to the original character, so I'll take it. But yeah, I don't know how interested in my friends are in mountain biking, but I mean, we're going to like a proper trail. It's not just like a one-off thing, like which I mean could be for better or for worse, you know. Like this is actual proper mountain biking, and they like they have to like take it seriously or something. I don't know, but it's just, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Might be. Well, I'm just calling it, you know, so I don't feel like an idiot afterwards when everything is awful and not fun, and I make the worst 18th party of everybody's. I'm just gonna say, you know what, I'm open to that occurring, and whatever if it does. So it's like, you know, if anything, the main attraction will be the barbecue that we have afterwards, hopefully, and just being chilling at the park. So hopefully, if anything, that's fine. And I mean, the only thing I'm sort of banking on is funny moments, like haha, he fell off his bike, funny. I think haha, he broke his arms and legs, funny, I think. So don't know how well that's actually going to work, but yeah, gonna see when it happens. So hopefully we have good fun. But yeah, that's been scheduled for Saturday from 11 to whenever we finish the barbecue. So if you want to come, note that down in your calendar. You're invited to the park. All right, the mountain biking park. Bring your mountain bike. and I'll see you there. But yeah, oh, it's kind of so stupid of me to only organize it this late, because like there's a bunch of people that's actually sort of having to juggle around their schedules and stuff just because I've sort of made it super last minute, and yeah, so that's a bit of a mistake. Well, that's a lot of a mistake on my part, because I definitely should have came up with something earlier, but I only realized that it was my birthday a week before my birthday. Like I feel it coming, I'm like, okay, right, it's gonna be my birthday in a month, and that's cool, but I don't quite grasp the concept of a week until it is a week. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, it's just, it forces me to only recognize that I should probably make a party once it's already too late. So yeah, that's just that. Whatever. Right. Like I said, we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Also, yeah, I mean, as usual, as customary, talks within a week won't have that much stuff to be talked about. So this talk's going to be mostly a world building talk. Well, I say mostly. I don't really know what I'm gonna do mostly, but I've planned some world building topics for this talk if we run out. So that's good to know. It's just a reassurance, I guess. I don't know why I had to bring it up, but yeah, I mean, I could still talk about work, so don't know why I had to talk about that at all. Been awful, just awful the past 2 days. Basically, my dad ordered like a huge crate of somethings, of a part and stuff, and it got delivered like at lunch on Monday, and we well, basically me and my coworker, because we're the only like dudes that can actually, well, my other coworker could, but he injured himself, so we just had to make do, and just me and my other coworker just completely digging away at this huge crate of goodies, of, well, terriblies, because there were dozens of them. There were hundreds and hundreds of them, and we just spent like hours and hours like straining and stuff, getting all the stuff out of the crate, and it was like one of those long ones, which is a big point of something there. My coworker said he doesn't really like those huge ones because, well, I guess they just take longest to unload. But on Tuesday we got some friends of ours to come help us, because for whatever reason my dad set well, I don't know who set this. My dad said we should probably follow this guideline, is that we were supposed to get it all unloaded in just 2 days, and so that's what we spent all of yesterday doing. God, I mean, I complain, right? But it is absolutely just a free gym that I get paid to go to, and I was pretty happy with it. What have I done? Why come? This is all. What? Hold on. Why is that there? Do I have to? Oh wait, is it because I? No, that can't be right. I just accidentally put a... Oh, but I just made this shape. Come on, give me a break. What is this? Why is there just a streak of red here? What did you do? Hold on. How long ago was this made? I'll try to avoid clicking anything once I go back. If it was made like ages ago, I think I'll just have to oh, right, yeah, it was ages ago that I drew this on, so I'm just gonna whatever. I'll just recolor them. Oh my goodness, that's such a pain. Why? I have to redo all the gradients that this affects. Whatever. Okay, right. Whatever. Right. But yeah, I just carried stuff the whole time. It was tiring though. Like, I guess that's what gyms are. You just go there to get tired. But I expect to gain like 10 more kilos just tomorrow. Once all of this is blown over, once my soreness ends. I'm not even that sore. I think I lost the ability to feel sore like 2 years ago or so, when I don't know what I did. I just stopped feeling sore. When I stopped eating anything for my meals, because I don't know, that's just me nowadays. I absolutely do not take any meal seriously and just eat whatever. Well, it's not even me. It's just my body. My body can't even um, take anything. It's literally like I'm like I don't know what. I'm not a car guy, so just I don't know. Suggest a car that fits the description. Like a car that takes a lot of oil to run, but like their tank is like tiny. Well, no, not really. I don't take that much energy to run. I'm pretty like energy efficient because I normally don't do much. But when I do something, when I actually have to work and get stuff done, I run out very quickly. So I don't know, like, it's so weird. It's so weird actually physically feeling it because I'm always sort of every single time I get hungry, I just sort of wait a bit, not without eating, and eventually I just stop getting hungry. My hunger just goes away because I just ignore it. But like working really hard, well, that's normally natural hunger. That's when my food just runs out in my stomach, and I'm like, and my body's like, oh, you need to eat some stuff. And I'm like, nah, and it's just like, right, okay. But when I'm working, when I'm actively like using energy and getting really tired, it's actually yeah, taking a bunch of energy, and I get hungry pretty easily, and then I just yeah, starve because I still don't eat anything. Who has time for eating when they've got crates to unload? So yeah, that's just what I spent yesterday doing, being hungry and being completely useless after I was supposed to do other stuff as well, and it's probably wrong of me to like, oh, I did this, now I don't have to do anything else. But come on, give me a break, right? I'm not like your manager. Just let me just not have to do everything, okay? Like everybody keeps on just giving me everything to do, and it's no good, because I ain't got no time for that. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? You are their representative now. You are their person of choice to uh, get put all the workload onto. So, yay me! Why am I only using 27 large thing? Oh well, I'll keep it for now. But I can't really. Literally just color this again. This is so stupid. What am I doing? Okay, right. Use 50. Okay, there you go. So yeah, that's been work for the past 2 days. Literally just heavy lifting. Surprised I didn't break anything because I'm one of those cocky weightlifters. I just like, oh, largest weight, let's try it. And you just break every single bone in your spinal cord. But I don't know. I'm pretty sort of saying that I'm still pretty like safe with most of my exercising, I guess. So I don't really push myself as far. It's just a lot of movement, a lot of consistent movement, and who knows what would happen if you just did something you weren't supposed to accidentally. There was quite a few moments where I felt like something was gonna happen, but nothing did, thankfully. Or not, because now I have to go back to work on. You see, if I injured myself like my coworker, I wouldn't have to go to work. Oh, I probably would. I just have to do a bunch of mundane things. That's probably not something you'd be wishing for. Okay, well, whatever then. I don't care. All right. Boy, right. But apart from that, happened on Sunday. I don't know actually. I've been keeping count. Nothing at all. I sat there and listened to something. I listened to something. Can't really remember exactly what, but it was great, brilliant. These things need to be recolored as well because, God, why am I so? It's just annoying. Right, whatever. Let's take this. Color them all in. There's a problem. Oh, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll do. Alright. It's gonna look so stupid. This frame's just gonna pop up and ruin everything. Actually, I should probably make this a bit smaller as well, the thing on here, because it's coming up. It's coming quite a lot off the neck. Yeah, that's no good. Right, you know what? I think I'll stick with that. Coolios! I need to open the light in my room because it's getting dark for no good reason. Gosh! Alright. So, yeah. No. Yeah, oh god, I'm getting dizzy. This is what happens when you don't eat anything for any meal. This is no good. Whatever. How far have we gone? Right, just get rid of them. I think this is done, right? Sure thing. And this is also done. And we're up to here. So we've got 3 more to do, and the 4th one is the one we... Oh no! Where are we up to? Okay, I think we're here. Yeah, there we are. The 4th one is a repeat that I can just copy over, so it's a bit of an idiot to have done that. Well, I still have to do the legs for all of them differently because the legs are always different, so that's brilliant. God, got my work cut out for me today. And I haven't got anything that I set my mind on to listen to. I've had enough. I think I have to go back to listen to these talks. Well, I was halfway through them last time. Well, I mean, I finished them, but only because I started listening like after, like, I don't know, on like episode like 100 or something. Oh, I did it, didn't I? That's when I started or something, I think, because I wanted to listen to that stuff again. But then I just kept on listening because whatever. What color is this? All right. So yeah, I need to just get back on doing that, and yeah, not have to worry about, oh, what's on YouTube. I'm gonna have to. Oh, that was close. All right, actually get on the right layer. Okay. Yeah, not have to go on YouTube and think, oh, what am I gonna do for this? What am I gonna listen to whilst? Yeah, like I said last week, I was gonna practice doing stuff in silence, but silence is Silence is boring. All right, it's just completely just dead atmosphere to work in. Probably not a good work ethic, but it's what I deal with. It's just me. All right. So, yeah. Sad days. But yeah. I've also well, like I said, well, just then I'm buying my own iPad, which I'm kind of, well, I just did a bit of research on it in the past 2 days because I really wanted to make sure that I'm getting a good deal. You know, apparently I could trade in this current iPad for something, well, for like $100 to my new iPad. Well, $100 and something, I forgot. But of course I'm not going to do that. More devices equals more alts, and I don't know. Maybe I'll have use for this iPad as well later on. I just like keeping them because this is you never know what you're going to use them for. So I mean, I still sometimes use my like old iPad Mini. Surprisingly still functions. Oh dear, I really need to just I don't know, back that up or something. I never back up any of my devices because it's like I never feel like they'll just spontaneously stop working. I feel like that'd be a bit mean if Apple sort of incorporated that to sell more iPads or something. I don't know. It just sounds sort of unlikely that suddenly one day, without any warning, like my iPad was working fine the day before, and then one day just everything just blue screens and you got nothing left and all your data is gone. Except it's not, because Apple's keeping it. But it's just I don't know. It's just something I don't feel like I need to do. So normally when I get new devices, I just like start using it. I don't really transfer old devices data over or stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. I just don't really feel like it, you know. This iPad could be used for storage. How about that? I don't know. It's already pretty full on that. I really need to get like a photos cloud sort of storage for just anywhere, like Google Photos or iCloud or something, just so I can somewhere to store all my photos and not have it sort of bother me. I mean, it is fun to go through them just in my photos album at times without having connection to the internet, but as everyone does. But it's a bit unnecessary, and if it does sort of get onto my storage use, then I'm gonna have to take action. So yeah, might go on with that. But yeah, no, like I said, I did some research, and I'm quite excited to get a new device because it sounds like it's a pretty big upgrade from what I have right now. I didn't know about this stuff because I don't look at this, but apparently there's well, not new, but for me new chip apparently in the new iPad, which is apparently like on par with like laptops and PCs and stuff. And that's something I've always sort of just like subconsciously sort of believed in. Like I really it must have been just my experience with the Surface Pro, but it's PCs and stuff that runs on those chips, like the PC, I don't know what they're called, I forgot already, I just watched a video on them, but like those types of chips and processing stuff, CPUs and stuff, they're so just unfriendly, I guess. They feel so bad to use, and just stuff with well, what's this? Well, just like the Apple chips and the new one, which is sort of not new, the M1 chip. That stuff just sounds so like user friendly and so flowy. Like you just use it without feeling like your device is about to implode and nothing good is happening. But like on laptops, that's just the whole experience. It's like, oh, this is a bit laggy. This is a bit not working well. But that's just how laptops work. That's just how your PC is supposed to function. And I just don't know. I can't. Maybe it's just because I've been brought up on iPads, but I don't know. I hate PCs and their processors. So yeah, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to stand my iPad ground. God, can we just end the stigma of iPad toddlers now? Because this is absurd, alright? iPads are so far superior than any personal computer device. Because I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe a personal computer can achieve the things that an iPad user can achieve, because that's just the only barrier which I feel like is going to be broken any time now anyway is the applications available on iPads, on iOS and stuff. Because the only reason I would and did get a PC is for the applications that are available on it, like Ableton and stuff. Apparently you can just get that on MacBooks, so who knows, I might just get a MacBook as my work laptop just whenever I can. But I don't know. I don't really like the idea of not having a touch screen for a laptop. I'm just gonna wait for all the good programs, good, like just every single PC program to move on to iOS and stuff, and just iPads in general, because I just think that's going to happen at some point, and I'm gonna have wasted a ton of money again buying another computer when it's absolutely unnecessary, and I just hate the computer experience anyway. So, whatever. I know, I just won't bother. I guess I won't bother then. So, yeah, that's just what's happening right now. Yeah, I can't wait to get something, and it's not even going to make a dent on my bank account because I've been earning so much lately. Well, it will make a reasonable size bite out of my money, but it's a good investment, alright. Oh, especially with like just how my iPad's running right now, like everything's gone a bit slow. And I don't know if it's just like the applications I'm using, but I hope like a new iPad, with the new chip as well, will sort of improve my experience just that bit more, because, well, it's not like I'm getting impatient with it or anything. It's just a bit less flowy than I would have liked. But of course, still leagues above computers. I'm really crapping on computers right now. Why? I don't know. Like, I'm not a very computery guy. I just don't. I just had a bad experience with a laptop, and so now computers must all die. And yeah, I don't know. Just all my friends are sort of, I don't know, trying to con me into making an investment into computers, but I just never felt the need for it. So that's just my personal experience and intuition. And yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll eventually get a computer if stuff don't come out. But I'm gonna try to use Flipperclip, and that's basically the only thing I'm sort of holding out for. To not get a computer, because I need a good animator. At some point, I will have to not use Procreate and Sketchbook in moderation. What's it when they use it together? I don't know, but yeah, this animating process is a lot crappier than it could be, and I'm looking forward to break from this and not have to do this anymore. So yeah, if I can get used to Flipperclip, I will be able to animate fine on an iPad. So yeah, I won't need anything. I won't have to do any. I won't need anything to do with computers by then. So good for me. Yay. Anyway, that's enough of that, I think. In other news, nothing much really. There's some stuff I didn't talk about last week that I'd like to talk about now. My bathroom adventures, yeah. Whatever reason, I thought, I don't know. Google's texting me. Not really. It's just telling me about trends on Google for some reason. I don't know. But yeah. I've got this horrible ulcer in my top gum or lip. Like, you know, the sort of membrane connecting your lip to your gum at the top of your mouth, at the front of your mouth. Yeah, I damaged that again by brushing my teeth. It's so awful. Like, whenever I'm sort of, I don't know, like, am I hyped brushing my teeth? I don't know. Whenever I'm just, like, brushing my teeth really, I guess, hurriedly and brushing around there, I don't know what happens. My arm just spasms and hits my I don't know, lip or that membrane thing at, like, 20 miles per hour. And just completely destroys it. Well, it's not ripped like last time. Last time was awful. This is the second time like that place has been sort of hit. But well, I've done it like a couple of times after that, but it's not really it turned out to be something sort of bad. But this time it was pretty bad. It's like the only ulcer I got right now. Actually, I might be another one, but I don't really feel it that much as much as this anyway. But yeah, that's been hurting for the past week. It's on its decline now, so wonderful. I can finally get back into not feeling bad again. But also, I keep getting a blocked nose. And also, my throat's been hurting for like the past month. I swear, this new bed I've got, well, not the bed, the blankets and stuff, like, they're so tiny. Like, as soon as I, like, do anything, as soon as I roll over, like, a side just lifts completely up, and I'm just exposed to the cold weather. And I really need to change that out as soon as possible, because I'm waking up every morning with a sore throat, and it's no good. I hate it. Maybe that's why this commentary is going so hard, because of my blanket change. But no. Back to my bathroom adventures. I brushed my teeth so hard, the toothbrush broke. That's really it. That's all I have to add to that. Like, there's no like expand. There's no elaboration or anything. I just wanted to quote Michael Rosen there, because it really did happen. I don't know. I was using my using the crap imported electric toothbrush heads from China, and yeah, I was just brushing really hard, and just the head suddenly just snapped, and now it just vibrates. And sometimes jiggles. Is that what you would explain the motion of the electric toothbrush as? Sometimes spins a little, but it's just overall become a bit defective, which might be the reason my teeth start hurting nowadays. Oh no! My body is falling apart. It's no, it's not a good time. It's not a good time to be me, because I'm just, yeah, I'm like disassembling as we speak. It's awful. The effects of aging, kids. Don't get old. So yeah, no good. But that's really it. What else happened last week that I wanted to? There was something else, but I completely forgot. So talk about world building. Bro, I've been so just in depth on world building so far. Well, just right now, been really just hard at work thinking up new concepts and structures, and yeah, right now it's looking good. I forgot to explain last week about the world building. This wasn't what I was talking about, but I'll pick up from where we left off. The special elements, which I've now renamed to energy, because elements just sounds like something structural. It's like the exact opposite of what I was trying to do by naming the elements different things, and then still calling them elements. So now they're just called energy, and it's just magic, because I think people will get it. I mean, energy just sounds really like spiritual and sort of like linked to, I don't know, like modern, like, what are they called? What do they do nowadays? It's like that includes energy. It just sounds like that, and it sounds a bit cringe, but I don't know. It's the best. Like, what else? You know, what else are you gonna use? Like mantra or something? I can't. I just want to go with something mainstream, but like not really that. I guess on the nose of what they actually are, which they are exactly that. They are just elements. But I don't care calling them energy. So yeah, I was saying they're special elements, but they are energy now. I haven't come up with a good name for them. I was thinking of maybe like 3D energy, because I'm sort of like me, the creator of the world. I sort of have control over all of those. Well, I'm just gonna call them special elements for now, because they differ from normal elements. I have control over space, time, and soul, because I can control the timeline. I can tell. I just create space. I guess I just make the setting, and I can also tell what characters are thinking and what their character. Well, I just make characters, I guess. So I am basically the culmination of all three of those elements. And so I don't know. I was thinking like 3D elements, because they're 2D. The world is in 2D basically, but how does that work actually? That's a bit strange, isn't it? I guess it's like 3D sort of crossing into 2D. That to, I guess, explain that on a technical scale, which probably isn't a good idea. But yeah, I don't really have a good name for those. But they, those people that came from another planet because their planet got destroyed. I was talking about how their planet had less gravity and stuff, and then when they came over, it's like, I don't know, it's different. So the current planet has like, I guess, normal gravity, Earth gravity, whatever. Or maybe even more, who knows? Actually, probably not more, because I don't want to. Gravity is just a burden, no pun intended. Not that it's, but the less gravity, the better, I guess. But I have made the planet huge. Well, I hope to have the planet like a big planet, because then there's like a lot to expand on. You're not really that limited to what you have to do, because I don't really want to be like that at the moment. Because I've got no good clue of what we're doing here on this planet. So yeah, I just want to leave it up for interpretation for the time being. But because the planet is big, I don't know, maybe the gravity's higher. Oh, no, it's not though, because I don't want high gravity. So there you go. But so the special elements to come from a low gravity planet and to a higher one, so they can't really move on the planet. It's not really that easy for them. But now in current day, because of the repeating land that occurs after Crow's son dies, which I still have to develop on. I haven't come up with anything good on that yet. Spoiler. So yeah, I just I need to no. So yeah, the repeating lands. They are a thing that creates floating islands, and floating islands have less gravity, so that explains away. That explains why the special elements go live on there, because it's just something that lined up, I guess. It's not really world building of me like actually coming up with new ideas and stuff. I just sort of explained away that why the special elements live up there, because up there is sort of like their original planet's conditions, because it's got lower gravity basically. That's basically it. So they just chill up there and they can do whatever, I guess. Something else I didn't really explain about the special gravity, special elements, is that they're sort of like, they have like technology and stuff. They're sort of living like modern life because they have all these powers. Why not? So yeah, that's sort of I guess a easy link to I guess this world, if I ever wanted to make something like I guess sort of relating to this world, because if they're all dragons, so it's not really like, you can't really ever make a great big connection with the reader, like, oh, that could actually happen or something, or this is something that could happen in the world. But if I did want to, I could sort of make it like, okay, well, they are dragons, but they're living like this because they've got powers that control time, space, and each other's minds. That's something people can relate to, isn't it? I don't know. All right, it's just something that happens and is a possibility. But that's sort of that. But apart from that, I've sort of made the entire world a lot more, I guess, not centered around dragons. Saying that. Because, well, it's just, dragons, they're I guess the main focus. They're the main characters of the universe. But right, I don't want to just world build around them, like, oh, because dragons are like this, every single thing around them has to be like this now. Isn't that literally what I just did, though? That's literally what I just did. No, because dragons have elements, I decided that everything in the world has elements. And so, the switch from elements to energy is for that. Energy is basically just everywhere. Like I said, I've said this before in like other world building videos. Basically, energy is just whatever. It's flying everywhere. It's inside everything. But it sort of attracts itself to living beings and organic matter and such. And basically, just trying to ride away a bunch of stuff. A lot of energy together creates a soul. So that's how the soul is made. That is absolutely not the right color. Yeah, that is the origins of the soul. And also souls are just like, they're like temporary things now, that unless they're like properly stored, which dragons can do because they've got a crystal. But normally souls, because souls exist in everything now, every living thing apparently. I don't know how that, what sort of implications that gives for plants and being and other like non-sentient beings, but the thing now that I have to sort of ride around. But souls, because souls are in everything now, they don't exist after the living being dies, because they just disappear. They just, as the body decomposes, the soul basically just inhabits the whole body. Like, there's not really, like, it doesn't go in the brain or something. It's just the thing, a thing in the host's body. And so that's the storage of souls, and I guess what they are, I guess. I don't know. It's a bit hard, not because I mean, I'm halfway through developing this stuff. It's not exactly fully like, oh, it's all fleshed out and everything's fine now. It's just some theoretical stuff, and I don't even know if this is gonna set. Like I said ages ago, I might just be building this whole world for no good reason. So yeah, like just everything that I'm saying right now could be completely like ditched, and I won't even have anything like that I world built now left in the future. But like, I don't know. I feel like now's a good time. It seems pretty promising, as a world, because I'm making connections. I'm actually like coming up with ideas that I'm happy with, and yeah, it just sounds like something that I'm happy to stick with, unlike some of the older world building stuff. So yeah, who knows? Maybe this stuff could be the final draft of my entire world, and I'd be happy with that because finally I can stop. But yeah. So what was I on about? So elements and souls and stuff. But yeah, I said this, but dragon souls, after the dragon dies and their organic body is gone, which would normally mean the soul is gone. It's not, because they evolved crystals. I'm still staying with the idea that dragons ate crystals. I mean, I guess it's possible, isn't it? Like, I guess minerals and stuff. I know that's not how you eat minerals. You do though, don't you? I mean, it's not quite the same. Like, you don't just eat on a big chunk of coal or something just to get your dietary requirements. But it's something like that, right? I mean, I could pretend it is and put it in my world for the sake of it. But dragons ate crystals, and eventually the crystals set in their bodies, and their bodies, well, basically evolved to grow these crystals for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess you are what you eat. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff happens, okay? But yeah, they just, God, I'm seeing so many blank spots in these colorings. I really need to do a good, like a properly... Oh no, hold on. If I do this here, I'll just fill it in. It's not difficult, is it? God. Yeah, so dragons are like, I guess dragons sort of are the outstanding creature because they sort of devoured crystals and stuff, and so they were able to store the elements and actually develop ways to use them, because I guess there's too much elements in their body and they had to come up with a way to sort of dispel them. I don't know why. Why would you want to dispel elements? I guess they just have an overflow. They have spare. They got tons of power. They don't know what they want to do with. So they just, yeah, I guess develop stuff that lets them use them, and so they become yeah, an elemental species, an energetic species. I don't know how I'm supposed to explain any of this without elements as the key word now, but yeah, that's what's with them. That's what happened to them. And as for the older species, I feel like the special elements, because I've made it so that their elements, space, time, and soul, aren't exactly like just floating around. Because I don't know. I mean, space and time is everywhere. You know, it is literally the definition of everywhere. But they don't like. I guess they're not absorbable. I don't know what they are. They're just not like really that much of a thing. So I don't know. I've been thinking maybe like having sort of like a tradition among the special elements. So they have to actually pair with their element. Like they're born with a herald that sort of contains the element, I guess. Well, it sort of like entails the element. Like it describes the element, I guess. I don't know. They basically get born with like an element that they don't really have yet, but like they have to like once they learn how to do it, they have to like bond together with the element to be able to use it. I don't know. It's like I said, just a theory, something theory, and so That's what I've come up with so far, but that's probably going to change, because I just don't like them having it like, oh, you get born and you're all this powerful stuff all around you, and you are powerful, and you can do whatever you want, whatever, that just sounds a bit, OP, to be honest. And it's like, why would the universe suddenly grant these creatures just its own power? Why would they? It doesn't make any sense. So I'll think up more elegant solutions to that. But because the souls of dragons are created by element, well, the souls of everything basically are created by energy, and energy, well, there's like, each energy is like specific, like you can't mix the energy, like basically the elements. Yeah, just whenever I say energy, just replace it with elements, because I don't like using that word anymore. Sounds too structural. Sounds like something that, like, every single dragon media is like, oh, these are elements, and Avatar's like, oh, the 4 elements, and I don't really want that anymore. I just want to call them energy, because I can, whatever. So yeah, because every single energy is separate and individual, it can't mix. Well, I mean, a single soul can only mean like can only hold a single element, and I mean that's just like sort of conundrum I have to face. I have to figure out for the most part, because I've always sort of struggled with, why does every dragon only allow for one element? Because, well, I don't know, it's just like, even if it was just a stupid thing I adopted from the Spyro fandom, like, oh, you're only allowed one element, even though most people don't even care for that anymore. They're just like, oh, my character has a mixture, and I'm just like, you can't do that. That's not from Spyro. But I still think that it's just, I guess, fair, because like if you come from a long bloodline, like every single dragon's just gonna have every single element, by the end. I don't know if because the thing is, I am still like mixing the traits of each element, because like I'm making it so that 2 dragons who breed who are different elements, their sort of appearance will still go through, even though only one element will be be for the newborn dragon will only have one element, but they will have a mix of the traits of the different elements, because I don't know, that sounds just like a bit of me going back on what I just said about the elements being separate, but I don't know, maybe I'll rework that as well, who knows. I'm just trying to figure stuff out at the moment, and it just sounds like the best way to do it. So that was just an idea from ages ago that I thought, why not keep it? So yeah, I'll see what happens later. Yeah, so that's the reason why every single dragon can only have one element, unless they absorb other souls, which is I guess as soon as a bunch of energy comes together, it's more than just energy, and it's actually like a substantial soul. I guess it bonds together or something, because I don't really know how else you do it. I guess like energy is sort of like DNA. Who knows? It's absolutely scuffed, but I just hope I'm making a bit of sense from all of this. All the energy, because they make a soul. I guess once the energy is a soul, the soul sort of like forms itself, and it doesn't like wanna just turn back into energy immediately. So I guess that's the reason people can take other people's souls, because I still, well, obviously that's still a mechanic in the world. So that's sort of, yeah, that's a thing you can do in with souls. Well, like, you can take other people's souls, but your own soul will always just be that single element. So yeah, that made no sense, because I'm not explaining everything to the fullest, because I don't know, I need a script to like sort of, I written some new stuff down, but I didn't write all of it down, so can't exactly read from there either. But yeah, what am I up to? I don't know. What am I even talking about anymore? Does anyone? Yeah, so, no, that's what I was talking about. So because every single soul is made up of energy, when a dragon gets born, the energy, the soul, the energy that makes up its soul it's always going to be from its mother. So it's basically sort of set now that every newborn dragon will always have the element of its mother. And I just think it's a fine concept, a fine idea, because it sort of sets some it lets you know about like the sort of implications of energy and stuff, and souls without really spelling it out, I guess. And also it just like it sort of amplifies the fact that Chillis is adopted. Well, okay, right. This is actually quite a hard decision to come to, because I really wanted Amp's dad to be torrential element and Amp's mom to be still haven't figured out a good name, so glacial, I guess. Damn it. Because I don't know, I just really wanted Amp's dad to be like that, like a really dad, like a really like cringe dad, like a really classic dad. But I mean, I could change it around because they're not set characters yet, thankfully. So now Amp's mum is torrential, which is electricity. I know it's a bit hard to infer from that. I don't know. Well, I like torrential, to be honest. I think I might keep it, but who knows? It might just be a terrible idea. And Amp's dad, Amp's dad is the glacial element, yeah. So I'm sort of having to switch around their personalities a bit, because I'm still so bummed Amp's dad can't be like a classic dad, because I always wanted a classic dad character. I don't know, maybe it's just like in my dreams or something, who knows. But now Amp's mum's gonna be like a I don't know, what would you call it's not really like, mums don't really have any archetypes, do they? Like a soccer mum, I don't know, is it is that what they are? Basically like a cheerleader mum, and like Pinkie Pie-esque, you know, something like that. And that's how sort of Amp gets his personality from, I suppose. I don't know. I still don't like how Amp's dad is not. I really wanted the suit and tie. Come on, give me the tie. I'm not giving Amp's mum a tie. That's just not. I'm not. I don't know. I'm having to rethink them and redesign what they're gonna look like, because I thought, like I say, I haven't developed them, but I've given them a lot of thought. You know, Amp's mum and Amp's parents have really just been sort of in the back of my mind, even without me sort of thinking about them that much. So it's just a bit of a shame that they have to change all of a sudden. But it fits, and it makes for better world building. So yeah, Amp is torrential. Like, I wasn't going to change my main characters, you know. Oh, Chillis is an electric type now, because I decided that he had to be adopted, and so he had to change his element or something. And Amp is a nice element, because that just sounded like a terrible idea. Well, obviously, so I wasn't going to do that, and just change their parents. Who cares, right? But yeah, like I said, pretty happy with the with that sort of concept. Why did I? Oh wait, no, I do have to duplicate it, don't I? Wouldn't it be easier if I copied it? Why can't I copy it? It's because why does that stop it from being copied? Okay, whatever. Just paste this onto here, but remove the legs, I think. Bit morbid, but is that how it goes? Right, paste it here, and then how come it's okay? I think I sort of tried to fix some frames, so this is gonna be a bit strange, right? Just remove the legs off of this one, I think. Oh, but to where? To where would I do that? I think I'll just lasso some parts, and we'll do that, because I'm pretty sure it's always gonna have some stuff filled in behind them. Alright, just lasso around there. Here we go. And if I just clear that and let this show, now I can just recolor the legs. I think I should be fine. If I get rid of that. God, I really need the final check for this walk cycle in particular is going to be heavy. I mean, look at this. What on earth? What am I looking at? But yeah, no. It's good. It's finally coming together. All the elements, all the energy. I want to. Okay, right. If I want to come up with a better name than just energy. That's sort of like mainstream. That's sort of like known. Maybe like astrology or something, but it's literal power. It's like species. Do I just start just call them that? It's like this species, that species. It sounds a bit stupid, but who knows? We could work on that. But yeah. Anything else with the energy that I've sort of worked on? I don't really know. That's all I've been really thinking about, and it's been good, I think. But that's really it. I tried to do a bit on the tag game, but haven't made any progress on it, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's really that. Still. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I've been world building so far. So. I don't know. What's the time looking like? Can we end yet? Oh, wonderful. I just feel like it's a bit abrupt, Like I felt like I was preparing to talk about some other stuff, but I guess we're clean. We're clean. We're we're dry for this video. Didn't really note down anything. I feel like I've like left something out 2 talks in a row now, so. That might be bad, but yeah, whatever. It should be fine. We've always got next talk, so yeah, looking forward to my new phone. And I guess I'll make the next talk on my birthday, maybe after the party. That'll be a good time, I think. So, see you then.